Hey, it's being live streamed.
It is being live streamed. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Wake Up with Toastmasters, where we are on every morning at 6 a.m. I am Jennifer Smith, your host today, and look who I have here. Have the amazing Jean Dunford and even more amazing Anita Della Croce.
That Anita is amazing.
Salute.
Well, we are holding down the fort this morning while the trio is in Nashville doing some conference things. First, they have to do some training, from what I understand. And Scott Transu already had sent over some notes about club support and growth. So that's cool that he's learning some things about how it can benefit the district. And for those of you who do not know about the trio is kind of like a president or a CEO of a company that helps runs our amazing district. So we have the top three that I know of that went down, and then a few of our members here at District 115 are also down there. I see pictures of Jesse and Dana and who else? Nadia. I think Nadia is down there too.
Yeah, I think Nadia's there.
Yeah.
Also, I can't think of her name. Kay Collis.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, good. So we have some people down there that are going down and getting some information about how to grow our clubs and how to grow our district. And I think this is the first live convention that we are having in 2.5 years, 2 years.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
2018, I think, was the last one we had. And that was in Chicago, no?
It was 2019 was the last one.
Where was that at?
Where was that at? I was a new member, so I did not know about the convention, but I know that they had one. I think it was in Colorado, actually.
I think you're right. I think it was in Denver.
Yeah, I think because I remember when I was a new person, I'm like, oh, what is this? What is this conference? Blah, blah. So so it was in Colorado, and then we were supposed to go to Paris as a new Toastmaster. I was actually going to go there just because it was in Paris.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people wanted to go. City of Lights.
Yeah, and so they that was canceled, and then last year it was hybrid. So and then this year, or it was online. This year it's hybrid, so that's pretty exciting.
Speaking of hybrid,
yes,
people can still sign up to go online.
Oh yes,
yeah. And you want me to give you some information on it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anita didn't wake up for nothing.
I didn't wake up for nothing, folks. This is not my best time of the day, let me tell you. But
we appreciate that.
For $45, you can get the online registration, and it is the all access pass. Now, what it includes are the opening ceremonies, 16 educational sessions. 16. I mean, I don't know if you want to sit in front of your TV all day. Anyway, international speech contest semifinalists. That's going to be interesting. The Golden Gavel Award presentation.
Wait,
what
is a Golden Gavel Award?
It's a special award. I don't know. But it sounds really impressive to get a Golden Gavel Award. And then I think what it is somebody who has been highlighted by Toastmasters.
Not necessarily a Toastmaster, but someone outside.
Yeah, someone who has been highlighted.
Gotcha.
By Toastmasters. Okay. And then there's the accredited speaker program that they're going to talk about. Now, that's an interesting thing if you want to become a better speaker and then an accredited speaker. Accredited speakers get paid for what they do. But there are certain levels you have to attain before you get there. So it's not just a snap of the fingers and you're there. So being a Toastmaster definitely helps you get into that
Excuse me.
roll and then into that mode. And then we finally get to the World Championship of Public Speaking. That's where we hear the finalists. And then the networking lounges they have, so we can peek in on those. And then everything that's included in the limited access pass. Now, that's for $45. This is everything you get for $45, plus you get everything in the limited access. So if you can go to the limited access line, and you would get and you get this with the $45 also. But if you didn't want to pay the $45 and see all those exciting things, 16 educationals, I mean, come on, the semifinalists, it's great stuff. Anyway, but we also get, and anyone who wants to just go in for free can get the board of directors briefing, the leadership session, the candidate showcase. That's of all the people that want to, bring themselves up through the ranks of Toastmasters International, the Hall of Fame, the annual business meeting and the results of the meeting, the president's inauguration, and Toastmasters online marketplace. So I believe that will be open if you wanted to purchase something. I think the store is going to be open.
The store is going to be open.
At the convention. But
all of us.
and then you can still register for the all access pass and the limited access pass until August the 20th. So you can still do some catch up. But if you wanted to pull in some things early on, see the beginnings of everything, you would want to get into the $45 thing and get to the open ceremonies and see everything.
So, and then will it all be based on the time zone of Nashville?
No, we have our own time zone. Nashville is 2 hours ahead of Las Vegas.
I know. That's my question. Is it on the time zone of Nashville? Because therefore it starts at 6 or 7 o'clock versus 8 or 9 o'clock our time.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, 6 or 7. No. They're at 6 o'clock in the morning while we're still at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I understand that. So my question is the items that we get to see live. So right now it is, what time is it? 6 o'clock our time, 8 o'clock their time. For us to watch some of these events, do we have to be on their time zone to watch it? So do we have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to watch these competitions and these?
Yeah, we have to be at 6 to watch their 8 o'clockers.
Okay, gotcha. All right, that's what I wanted to do.
They're not worried about being up at 4 o'clock, just to catch up with us.
I'll sleep in. You guys can tell me what happened.
Yeah. Now, can anybody join these sessions? Do you have to be a member or a Toastmasters member?
They ask for your ID number, your Toastmasters ID number. So that indicates to me that you should be a member of Toastmasters.
Okay. Now, for our audience who are not Toastmasters, I signed up last year to go through all of the educationals. It's very informative. We have some really good speakers, and for $45, you're learning about how to speak, you're learning how to be a leader, you're learning how to communicate, you're learning how to organize, you're learning how to goal set, you're learning how to be emotionally intelligent. You're learning a lot for $45 for
6 months.
No, not that. It's just for the conference.
Oh,
yeah,
for the conference.
I mean, just right for $45 for the conference, and you get to see these presentations. And I think it's going to be on demand so that you can watch it over and over again as well when you're learning something, you're trying to learn something or retain something.
Right.
So that's
the one good thing about being online. and
Yeah.
having it available until the 20th, because it ends the 20th.
Yeah.
What's that date? The 20th is Saturday.
Yes. Yes.
So anytime during that time, you can pick up different things, I think.
Yeah. When you go live and you go to a session, you're feverishly writing things down and, oh gosh, I'm going to remember all of this. This is great. I'm going to take it back. And sometimes you just don't take that information back, right? But if you are online and you're writing it down, you can actually go, oh, this is what I'm learning right now, or something.
Yeah.
Something exciting like that.
Something like that. I don't know how much of it is on demand, but I think most of it is, especially if you pay that $45 fee. Now, but if you're not a Toastmaster yet, it's only $45 for 6 months of education.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Plus,
again,
well, I think there's a $20 put you in the system fee.
yeah. Yes. Yes. But still, even you can't get that education at community college, what you're pinpointing down what you want to learn, because we Toastmasters International District 115, we actually help people catapults, I want to say, their career so that they are better speakers, better communicators, better leaders. And we have a group of amazing people who are still hanging out with us when they don't need to, who were very successful in their career, and they're still wanting to lift others up to be able to achieve that as well. I can see in my club, Valley Voices and Vices, we have George and Maria who are retired, and they're still there mentoring us because of the fact where they were in their career. That's what they did. They mentored people and grew people. And Maria, I think she's been retired for 2 years, and she still has a few of her employees that are still there who totally and completely respect her, and she is there for them because of the fact that she knows what Toastmasters has done for her, and they look at her in awe because of the fact of what she knows. And when she speaks, they 100% listen. So for those of you who are leaders out there, I really, really encourage you to join Toastmasters and then have your employees also join Toastmasters, because sometimes leaders are not, are feared. And I think that it'll also give your employees a different way to look at you, because now you're getting personal with some of the stories, and they still respect you 100%. But I think it gives you that personal touch when you have your coworkers, employees also joining in and growing with you.
Right.
For
the
a company.
Speeches, for the speeches they give, just what do they call it? Full disclosure here. The speeches are usually 5 to 7 minutes. They can be longer if it's scheduled that way. But in we have an expression. Now, this is how you really get to learn about people, but this expression says it all. Make them, in your speech, make them laugh, make them cry, 5 to 7, say goodbye. So you can tell a person a lot about yourself in 7 minutes without getting, oh, boring. Now this is boring. No, so you can say a lot in 7 minutes.
Yeah.
So one really good thing, and they're only incrementally those time slots. So
yeah,
you can learn a lot about someone. I've learned so much about people. Jean, you were going to say something about companies.
I was going to say that companies, when they bring Toastmasters in to improve the communication skills, communication levels of the people, they get something else that is not readily seen, but is very beneficial to the company. And that's if you have several departments in your company. You might have a purchasing department, you might have a department that builds some product, but all of those people now come together and work together at a Toastmaster meeting, get to know each other, get to communicate together, and they take that communication level out to their jobs. And so now when you go to the person that you want to get a check from to buy a product or buy a part for something you're working on, you have that direct communication where you can go to that person and say, I'm working on this and we want to build that, and here's what we're doing. And you have that communication inside the company that
Yes.
most companies don't have. Most companies have a purchasing agent or a purchasing department and a billing department, and none of them got together and talked. They're each individually separate in their entity. And it's when you go to someone and you want something done and you want to work together, Toastmasters builds that level of connection.
Yes. So what Gina is talking about, to have a corporate club where you can just have only your employees in as the members, which is amazing. We have, I think, half of our membership are corporate clubs.
Corporate clubs, yeah.
Not quite half.
Not half. So,
Mm-mm.
well, it would be nice if we had more than half of our clubs in our districts be corporate, because Las Vegas has a big, how do I want to say it?
Pool of people working.
Big pool, yes, of working in corporate America. We do have a lot of corporations here. People are kind of amazed that what kind of corporations we actually do have here. So even we have Amazon, right? We have Amazon, we have Zappos, we have things that people can relate to all day long. And I know that we, as the district, is going to go out and hit the streets of getting these corporations involved in our little cult. So, but if you're listening,
Well, I extend that, please, into our little culture.
yes.
You say we're a cult, and people, oh, really? What kind of cult are they? Oh my.
Well, I definitely will want to say, if you want to have a good time, if you want to learn and have a good time while you're learning, this is definitely something that somebody should check out. I think that when you're in college and you're sitting there and you're feverishly, again, taking notes, and you're just going through just to get a grade, versus now that you're at a time in your life where you want to excel. And guess what? There's no grading, it's the feedback that we have, but there's no A, B, C's, or D's in this system, in this program. And I want to say your paycheck, or your, how do you want to say it, will show your growth, right?
Right. Right.
So let's see, Jean, is there anybody online? Are you watching our online?
No, I haven't been.
That's okay, that's fine, because sometimes we do have people online. I'm looking actually on Toastmasters International about the conference, the convention, and their theme is, we are all storytellers. I joined Toastmasters to become a better storyteller. And I had to tell a story on Friday at Valley Voices and Vices about the planning of my dad's birthday party. And I will tell you, I had so much fun telling that story that I think I nailed it on storytelling. That was the level was, or the elective was, tell a story, be a storyteller, use descriptive words, use gestures. And I had so much fun telling it. And I said, finally, I'm a storyteller. I could tell a story. I was super excited. And sometimes, and I've been doing this for 2.5 years now. Oh, is it 19, 2.5 years, 3 years? I don't even know anymore. And when you could tell a speech, or give a speech, deliver a speech, and you can just read everything, right? Because that's where people think speeches are. And I actually told the story instead of reading the speech. I wrote it all out, but I had to just take it all from my memory and gave it. And so I think that probably will make a difference on, you know, your delivery of your presentation is definitely to memorize it. And then you can have that feeling and those gestures to make that story a whole lot better. So I was very proud of myself.
And well, you should be. And that's the thing, we're telling the beauty about telling your own story, or if you're giving a presentation at work, the beauty about speaking these things is, oh, sure, you can have some notes, you can have a cheat sheet, or you can have an outline to follow if you need it. But these are your stories that you're telling. And when you're telling your story, you know the story.
Yeah.
You know the story, so you don't need to read your story.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was gonna, here, I wrote this something about my life here. This is it. Would you read it for me and see if it makes sense? But that doesn't mean I'm giving you the speech. I'm letting you see what I want to say to make sure it's flowing correctly. So we use our mentors in that way. But when I am preparing to give that speech, I'm not going to read the speech. I'm going to present my speech.
Yes.
And that's when we get our immediate feedback. When you give your presentation, we get immediate feedback by an assigned evaluator, or sometimes round robin, which gives you more input. But we get the immediate feedback on your presentation and how we can improve it.
Yes.
And there's the benefit. You never get that in college. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
You never get that in college. They don't tell you how to make it better. They just give you A, B, C, D, whatever the grade they give you.
Absolutely, 100%. So maybe we need some college professors also as members so that they could be able to give effective feedback.
Well, I think we're above their pay grade in that regard. Oh, I didn't say that out loud, did I?
Well, Jean, have you heard from Jean Williams about what a great time she's having and anything that she's learned so far at the convention?
She is having a great time. I was saying earlier about her getting her quilt square signed. She was all excited that people were coming forward and signing her quilt squares. She was afraid that it would be a little bit of a hassle. Hey, would you sign my quilt square? Would you sign my quilt square? But no, she's got a ton of people rushing her, wanting her get their signatures on the quilt. So she's having fun. She's learning a lot. She's doing really well. She's there with a lot of friends, and so she's going to be bringing back a lot of educational material for us.
Yeah, I'm excited for them to be there, you know, to actually learn and soak in, because there's a great representation of the clubs that will be there, and these people will share what they're doing around the world and how they're growing clubs. Speaking of growing clubs, I was listening to Sherry yesterday and Phyllis and Jacques on storytellers, and kudos to them to have that many members. I think she said 38 members. That's amazing to do. And if there's something to do for any of our club members, our membership who have that vice president of membership or presidents, is go to storytellers and sit in on their meetings and see how they run their meetings. Because if a club is growing that fast, you can't hear, there's nobody who wants to join Toastmasters. There's people out there that want to join Toastmasters, and the storytellers, Las Vegas storytellers, is doing something right. So make sure if anybody is questioning or having that question about how do I grow clubs, pop in and talk to Sherry about getting your clubs growing. So on that note,
Sherry, Parker, she's brilliant.
Yeah.
But they're also international. consider. They have people in Las Vegas,
Yes.
and they also have international members
Yes.
because of their specialty, which is storytelling.
Storytelling. Yeah.
That's a specialty club. It's not a closed club. It's
Correct.
an open club, but it's a specialty club.
Correct.
And it's a
Yeah.
2-hour meeting.
Yes. Yes.
Most of our clubs meet for 1 hour, especially if they're on a leadership path, because leaders don't have that much time to spend
Yes.
especially during the week. But we do have clubs meeting morning, noon, and night every day of the week.
Yes.
Every day of the week, there's something going on. And generally it's an hour, 10 minutes for some of the meetings, because they'll include a business meeting or something of that nature. But you don't have to stay for the business meeting unless you're an officer. Yeah, so there's a lot to learn and a lot to do. There is one club in town. It's called Ahead of the Curve. It is not a corporate club. It is an open club. They meet at noon. They meet for 1 hour, and it just overwhelms me. They have such good, solid, concise organization. It's called Ahead of the Curve. 1 hour. In 1 hour, they get in 3 speakers, 3 table topics, and the evaluations. Boom, bam, and then they're out. It's like,
they're
Okay.
in the division, and I have been there too. And so does Valley Voices and Vices. We are 1 hour, start at 7:30, we end at 8:30, and everything's in there. Like boom, 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 get it done. So for those of you who are, oh my gosh, I don't want to spend too much time, and 1 hour a week, 1 hour every other week, that's your growth, that's your level, and that's to spend. And then maybe that week you have to do a presentation. So you are practicing, that week, and you probably won't do a presentation for another month or 2. So it's definitely, it's a lot less time than what you actually think it is. So just to let you guys know.
yeah. It's
But
the
storytellers, 2 hours, even Toastmasters in the Kitchen, we're growing as well. And it's international as well. And we practice on presentations and storytelling and cooking, but it's not just about cooking. You can, here's a flashlight, and you can talk about your flashlight and how you can present, because that's what we are actually trying to get at. Is if you like cooking, yes, but we want to focus on how to tell the story and be able to use instruments to tell your story.
Yeah.
Great
even if
demonstration meets speaking.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's a key element in doing a lot of presentations, not just cooking. There's a
Yes.
lot of demonstrations you can do
Yes.
in a presentational style or a demonstration style.
Absolutely.
You get a lot of information from that, and you grow so much by doing these things.
Well, everyone, it is 6:30. I love when we all get together because it moves so fast. Time moves so fast, but I have to get to work. It is Wednesday, so I have to get to work. So it was nice to chit chat with you guys today, and we will see you next Wednesday. Join us tomorrow with Phyllis. I don't know who she's going to have tomorrow, so Phyllis Tribby will be here. And then I don't know what's happening on Friday, Jean. Do we all come back again on Friday, or?
Yeah, let's all come back again on Friday.
Okay, so we will be here on Friday. So, all right. On that note, it is time to go. I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Have a great Wednesday.
Have a great day. Everyone have a great day.